Patient is a 19-year-old male at his annual checkup. Patient has questions regarding smoking, alcohol, and drug use at his age. Hello, my name's Addison, and I hear you have some possible questions about some possible alcohol problems. Tell me a little bit more about what you've been experiencing. I see that you just graduated high school. What effect has this had on your alcohol issue?
Well, I should know I should not be doing these things because I'm underage, but I have fallen victim to peer pressure, and I'm now addicted to drinking alcohol, including vodka. My mom always told me that it was a bad idea and I should not do it, but I grew up watching her drink and smoke. So what's the big deal if I do it?
I understand how easy it is to give in to peer pressure, especially straight out of high school, when it's cool to do all of those things. However, there is a reason why there is a legal age for participating in these activities. Aside from the legal issues, it can also lead to slower brain development, heightened violence, as well as memory problems.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but what's the difference between my mom drinking and me drinking?
That's a tricky question because alcohol tends to do the same thing to people over the age of 21. However, the difference is that the older you are, the more your brain is developed. Therefore, slowing your development down at an older age doesn't tend to do as much damage because your brain is more developed at that point. Do you participate in anything else such as vaping or smoking THC?
Throughout high school, I definitely vaped and smoked more THC than I would like to admit, but I haven't been smoking as much weed. I mostly just have been vaping regularly. I was told smoking weed isn't bad for you because it's a natural substance. Is that really true?
Although people tend to believe that it isn't bad for you, it is still smoke being inhaled into your lungs, which is never a good thing. While there may be other things that are not as bad to smoke, smoking in general should usually be avoided.
I guess it's a little harder because I grew up watching my mom smoke and drink, so my brain automatically thought that it was not a bad thing. I wish that my mom did not smoke and drink around me because I feel that it impacts my views on it. It makes me more susceptible to drinking and smoking. What is true? Are kids that grew up in households with smoking and drinking more likely to smoke and drink in the future?
I am sure that it can be so frustrating to watch your mom smoke and drink as you were growing up, especially now that you know that it's not good for you. There is a bigger likelihood of you growing up and doing the same things as you watched your parents do. And so I would say that it does have an effect, however, it can always be broken. It is important to remember that you don't have to follow in your parents' footsteps, and you can take your own action and quit for yourself.
I think I'm going to try and get myself away from these addictions. I am sick of letting them take over my life and control me. Thank you very much for taking the time to sit down and talk about all my questions thoroughly with me.
Of course, I'm happy that I'm able to help you today. You can give us a call back at any time during any of our business hours. If you have any further questions that you want me to answer, then you can always call us. Have a good day. And then
Thank you.
Of course, if you leave out the store, you can go right out to the waiting room.